Hey there, iTOVi people. This is Bennett and me, Peggy, and there's been some questions lately about scanning doggies, especially with the new scanner design. So Bennett gets scanned regularly. He's here to, with his dirty ears, to show you how to be scanned with the new scanner. So depending on the coat of the dog, you can scan directly on the hair. I find having a hard time with my terrier clients that way. At least the show doggies with the coarser hair. The cockers, they have a pretty nice pelt to them, but I can still do them on the coat, which I'll show you with Ben. Some dogs, you might want to go inside the ear where you get a little more of the skin, depending on the dog. If they're a little skittish, a little unsure, then wait until after the buzz before you put it up to the ear. Some people like to just do on the pads of the feet. That works too. Or right on the, we're awful close for a video, but down on the belly too, where there's less hair is a good spot. So like I said, Mr. Ben's just fine on his shoulder. He was scanned earlier this week because he threw his back out. So this is gonna be a second scan for him this week. Dog hair, go figure. So the scanner, I have it on. I always forget to turn it on. So with a human, we're gonna use the 2 points of contact, right? With a dog or with the babies, you can get by with the single point of contact. I could do it this way, which I don't like so much. I like to if I do it with the flat side against him, I can hold my whole hand over it. You can see I'm not touching the metal part myself. So it's just him up against the metal. But I find this to be more comforting for the dogs than that. Okay, so it's also me holding him. He likes that. Let's see if we can do it with this over on this other side. So we're gonna start the scan. I've got the program set up. So we've got the buzz, and it's saying we need some skin contact. So it could be the fur, it could be if he's a little dehydrated. So I have ready over here, hi baby, a slightly damp paper towel that I'm going to put over the metal part. Oh, poor baby's tired. And then hold it right back up against him, and it took on the screen, which you could maybe be able to see on the arm of the chair. Again, I'm not touching the metal. I've got Ben usually more comfortable in my lap, but he'll be out of the screen, and he's just much cuter than I am. So we've got the 2 bars. He's just happy I'm home from work. Oh, is your back leg falling off? Are you falling off the chair? The new design, the version 2 design with these the flat metals rather than the raised contacts, for those of you that knew the version 1, I find this is a lot easier to do on the dogs, because even if they get fidgety and moving around, I still have a good contact. So that is the scan. I could take a look at the report and see what he needs. Earlier this week, he threw his back out, so it was really nice having access to the scan, doing a couple of the oils I know to use, along with some of the soft gels. You want to get down? You can get down. But also being able to look down about his 3rd or 4th item and see the couple of the good anti-inflammatory oils. In his case, the basil and the ginger. And in less than 48 hours, he was over his tweaked back, and he was running and jumping normally again, not just like dogs can do with the traditional pharmaceuticals, where it's just masking the pain. He was fully healed, and he was ready to go play again. Anyway, those are the tricks. So straight contact against the dog, depending on the hair and where you're doing it, or a slightly damp paper towel. I don't like to have my paper towels too wet or too cold, because some dogs are very sensitive and they don't like that wetness up against them. So just wrapped around that way, and then against the dog's skin. Hope this helps you. If it did, leave me a comment down below. If you learned something new, let me know. If there's some other questions you have, just post away. Thanks guys, have a good night.